This is Bob Moss. We're ready to start the editing process. We've already shot our continuity project, and now it's time for you guys to start editing in Premiere Pro. So the first thing we gotta do before we get into Premiere Pro is I shot my media. Okay, so on this card with that camera with the little Panasonic, it's under DCIM, and then there'll be a folder that looks like this if you formatted your card, and there are our movies that we shot. Okay, so we need to move those from our card to our work area. So if you're either working off a hard drive or if you're working off your desktop. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new folder for this project. So it's going to be File, New Folder, and I'm going to call this Getting the Mail to. So you guys don't have to watch me move my media. I've already moved my media. So then under this folder, I'm going to call this, do another new folder. So I could click here and say new folder, and I'm going to call this media / video, because I want to keep this organized. Then I'm going to move that media. So I'm going to grab all these files and I'm going to drag them over to my computer. Okay. So again, I'm keeping this all organized. Okay. You do not want to import your media from your card, because then your card always has to be in. So I've had people work on a project, they import it from their card, and then at the end of the day, they take their card out, they format it, and they come back the next day and all their stuff's gone. Because again, Premiere Pro is looking for the video from where you imported it from. So if you put your card from the camera into your machine and go straight into Premiere Pro and you import from the card has to be in, because Premiere Pro knows where it is. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do, you can see my dock down here. I have my Adobe stuff on the dock. So I'm going to open up Premiere Pro. Okay, so Premiere Pro is open. I'm going to go a new project. And I want this project to go where I have my project set up. So I'm going to go to this I'm going to call this Getting the Mail, and I'm going to browse my work area. So it's on my desktop, and it's called Getting the Mail Project. And I don't want to put it in this folder. I just want to keep it right here. I could also do a new folder and call this Premiere Pro Projects. And I'm going to call this Mail. And I'm going to say Create. And then I'm going to say Choose. And this way it's going to save all my stuff into that folder. And when I say OK, this is my Premiere Pro project file. And I have these different tabs. Your tab, when you open it, might look like this. It might say Learning. And there's some great information over here on Learning from this tab that you can go through for questions and how to do things. When I first start working, I like to be in Editing. And again, you got these different tabs up here. And now that I've organized my project, what I want to do is I want to import my media. So I'm going to do a File. I'm going to do Import, or Command I. I'm going to go to my desktop, Getting the Mail folder, and then there's my video and media. So I can either put this in as a folder or a bin, or I can select all the clips and import them in. And when they import, they're going to come into this project. If you notice down here, I have project getting the mail, and all those clips should come in here, and you're going to see that in just a second. Okay, so there's my files that I did. If you hit your tab or your tilde key, you can see that window by itself. The tilde key is a little squiggly at the top left-hand corner, and it'll make the window go full screen. Okay, so if I click down here, and I can also see these as icons instead of the files like this, I can click down here and I can actually see what the files look like. Okay, and again, it's these two buttons here. And again, your tilde key moves you back and forth. Okay, I'm going to stop here, and the next section will be getting you editing.